Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rogers High School Distinguished Scholars and Awards Ceremony. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and exceptional achievements of the class of 2025. It is an honor, absolutely. It is an honor to recognize these outstanding students and the faculty, families, and mentors who have supported them along the way. We have a full evening ahead highlighting academic, artistic, athletic, military, and service-based accomplishments. But before we dive in, I have the pleasure of introducing tonight's Master of Ceremonies. Please help me welcome Mr. Dustin Seaton, our Director of Advanced Programs, and someone who brings enthusiasm, positivity, and just the right amount of energy to every room he walks into. So I can't promise you what tonight's going to be like. He's passionate about student success and is always ready with a high five or a word of encouragement or a joke or two. I'm not sure. We're in good hands, though, tonight with Mr. Seaton leading us through the celebration. He will also be joined this evening by Rogers High School teachers, Miss Jessica Lorimer and Miss Azela Mercado Uola, announcing student names throughout the ceremony. Enjoy the evening. Please cheer these students on.
All right, they gave me a script tonight, so hopefully I'll stay on task. My number one job is to keep things moving, but before I get into my script, can I have our school board members, I know Mr. Lockhart's here, would you mind standing? Can we give our school board members a round of applause? Thank you, Mitch. And we're coming up on a very big milestone for our community. About a year ago, as many of y'all know, we were attacked by a tornado, and Rogers High School, Dr. Perry, Lisa Williams, a few others were very instrumental in not just serving our students and our clientele, but specifically serving our community. And I think that goes a long way to show that we are servant leaders, public servants, and the biggest recipient of behind-the-scenes work was our very own Lisa Williams. So I would like Dr. Perry, our superintendent, to come up real quick and give some remarks, because Lisa Williams was instrumental in helping rebuild Rogers community post the tornado. Dr. Perry, if you mind coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, just very quickly, almost a year ago, when the storms devastated our community, we understood very quickly that there was a need in this community. The first phone call that I made was to Miss Williams. And I said, I'm going to need some help opening up the gym and getting some things ready for our community. There was no hesitation. There was no reservation. And for the next 14 days, she put in about 18 to 20 hours a day, working in the heat, making sure that people had something to eat, making sure that people were clothed. And we fed over 30,000 families that we ended up delivering supplies to about that same number, and that we kept the gym open for about 300 different families during that time. And so, although there were many people that were involved in that, there was none more instrumental than Miss Williams. And so, if you would not mind, please help me celebrate and honor her contribution to the relief efforts as we recovered from the storm. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Perry, and thank you, Ms. Williams. If y'all haven't noticed, too, we've done a lot of changes to get ready for tonight, including these like Game of Thrones banners that are going to be awesome that we can reuse. We're just really proud of your kids. The class of 2025 is incredibly impressive, and you're going to see that tonight. The Rogers High School is full of academic honors, career honors, enlistment honors. We have some of the best students in the state of Arkansas. So with that being said, the class of 2025 has come at an age during one of the most transformative years in our history, in our lifetime. These students are born in a world already fast forward, and they've grown up alongside smartphones, streaming TV, and social media. But their story is far from just technology. These seniors have learned to pivot. They've pivoted they've persevered, and they strive for change. They've navigated through the global pandemic. Just think, 5 years ago, these kids were in the global pandemic that reshaped how we learn and how we connect with other humans. They've adapted to new ways of thinking, working, dreaming, and becoming problem solvers, creators, and leaders in this making. This generation of kids doesn't just follow trends, they set them, often on TikTok. They ask bold questions, they embrace innovation, and they aren't afraid to rewrite rules. In just 18 years, these boys and girls experience more than most generations do in a lifetime. And through it all, they've stayed curious, courageous, and ready. Let's give the class of 2025 a big round of applause. And to kick things off, we're going to start off with the top 10 scholarship-earning students at RHS. These individuals who have not only excelled academically, but have also earned significant scholarship offers as a result of their talent and hard work. Each of these students has also chosen a teacher, so get your tissues ready, a teacher who's played a meaningful role in their educational journey. Please join me in honoring these outstanding seniors and the educators who have made a lasting impact on their lives. Here are the top 10 students. Number 1, Adrian Alberon. Adrian will be attending Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts. Adrian plans to major in finance with a pre-law track. He would like to thank his mom, Teresa, and his brothers, Ernesto and Andreas, for being his biggest supporters. Adrian's most memorable moment at RHS was the day that he was granted the opportunity to join the Rogers Honors Academy. That's awesome. He's looking most forward to the new environment and new experiences he will be able to immerse himself in in Boston, Massachusetts. Also, being a first-generation low-income student and enlightening others of his story in order to bring some inspiration to the next generation and hopefully start a nonprofit there to help and support other low-income students. He wants to make his mother proud, and that's awesome. According to Adrian, she gave up on her dreams so that he could achieve his. I'd like to ask Adrian to come up and read his teacher impact story.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody for coming out here tonight. This is the first year that we're doing this, so it's a lot of new beginnings, and I'm proud to start this off. With that being said, I'll start off with reading my letter to my teacher, Leslie Jurgensmeyer. Mrs. Jurgensmeyer has been the most welcoming and divine teacher that I have had in my high school career. Mainly her undivided attention she would give each and every one of her students, always going out of her way to make a personal connection with everyone. However, what really makes me want to choose Mrs. J is that for the first time in my life, I have felt comfortable in my own skin color. As a first-generation Mexican-American student, it was difficult adapting to advanced classes as a minority student. This always made me feel scared to share my skills and fear of being judged. Mrs. J changed that completely, compelling me with words of encouragement and always making sure I felt seen. In her class, I feel like I have truly grown into the man that I am today, seeking discomfort and not being afraid to showcase who I am in fear of being judged. Thank you, Leslie Jurgensmeyer, for changing my life.
Great job. Y'all can go over there. Next up, don't you love that he loves his mom? Mom's out there like, yeah, that's my baby. Next up, we have Sienna Connor. Sienna will be attending Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana, and plans to major in political science and psychology. Sienna would like to thank her parents, Alexis and Brendan Connor, for their support and her Grandy for being a light and inspiration to her, reminding her what actually is important in life. One of Sienna's greatest accomplishments was earning the Global Seal of Biliteracy in her 4th year of taking Spanish. Even though Sienna believed she could score high enough to receive that award, achieving it reminded her that she's more capable than she often gives herself credit for. Sienna is looking forward to being able to explore and live in a whole different city and start learning more about her passion. She has selected Miss Joan Camerlingo as her Impact Educator Award, who is the RHS RHA advisor. Miss Camerlingo, if you'd come to the stage. And Miss Connor would like to read her statement.
Technical difficulties. Hold on. Okay. I've known Miss Camerlingo since my sophomore year when I was first inducted into Rogers Honors Academy. From the very beginning, Miss Camerlingo saw my potential, listened to my goals, and made me feel like anything was possible. She truly gets to know each of her students and supports us not just academically, but personally. Her office became a place of encouragement where I always felt seen and valued, which she knows because me and Bella are in there at least once a week telling her our life updates. Thank you, Ms. Camerlingo, for believing in me and so many others. You are more than deserving of this recognition.
Congratulations, Sienna Connor and Joan Camerlingo. Next up, we have our senior, Olivia Davis. Olivia will be attending San Diego State University in California this fall and will be majoring in nursing while in California. Olivia would like to thank her parents, Jack Davis and Trina Davis, for their constant support. Olivia's most memorable RHS moment was winning the state championship in girls soccer across country for her junior year. Olivia is looking forward to meeting new people and exploring San Diego. Olivia has selected Mr. Jeff Barker, RHS track and cross country coach, as her teacher of impact and would like to read a statement.
There are many reasons why Coach Barker has been impactful to me over these 4 years, but there are a couple that stand out. As the girls cross country coach, his help went beyond academics and running. He set an example of how to become and develop as a better leader. He led not just his words, but his actions daily, meeting everyone's needs no matter where they were in their running career, taking input on what could be changed for a more positive, uplifting environment, and constantly asking how we were feeling about our performance. His attitude and leadership style inspired my own as team captain. No matter how successful I was in my running, it didn't matter to Coach Barker. He was a motivating, positive voice when I ran by, and when I crossed that finish line, whether I was first or last, I could always count on him for words of encouragement because he recognized the hard work each and every one of us put into our sport, and he knew we were leaving it all on the course. As I move forward in life, I will strive to reflect the same values and leading style he taught me, hopefully making the same impact on someone else just like he made on me. I selected Coach Barker today because I was always happy to see him and he was always happy to see me. Thank you, and I hope you have so much fun in retirement. We'll miss you.
Congratulations, Olivia Davis and Mr. Barker. Next up, we have Alexander Ford Witzke. Xander will be attending the University of Arkansas, majoring in mechanical engineering. He would like to thank his parents, Jenny Ford and Dave Witzke, and all of his teachers and coaches that have put so much care into his education over the past 4 years. His most memorable moment from Rogers High School was performing as part of the marching band at the state competition this year. Xander is looking forward to meeting a ton of new people next year. Xander selected Miss Susky, the RHS math teacher, as his greatest influence. Xander states, "I have been asked to pick the most influential teacher I have had in the past 13 years, and I have had several incredible teachers who absolutely love their job and care deeply about their students, any one of which I could have picked to mention today. But I chose Miss Susky. Miss Susky, you have been a positive influence on me both inside and outside of the classroom, encouraging us students not only to study hard, but to remember our families that we love them. and to live in the moment more instead of on our phones. You've always got something supportive to say and great advice to give. I appreciate all the extra efforts and time you put into teaching us every day. It means so much to me. Please join me in congratulating both Xander Ford-Witzke and Catherine Susky. Congratulations. Next up, we have senior Isabella Machado. Isabella will be attending Northwestern University in Chicago, Illinois, and majoring in psychology and cognitive science. She would like to give a special thanks to her parents, Maria and Alex Aguilar, Mrs. Camerlingo, and Mrs. Mitchell for all of their support. One of Isabella's most greatest achievements was matching with the Northwestern through Questbridge. She was nervous throughout the process and vividly remembers shaking as she opened the results in Mrs. Camerlingo's office. Seeing the match confirmed that all of her hard work had been worth it, and she felt incredibly proud how far she had come. Isabella is most excited to explore the city of Chicago and connect with people who share the same passion for psychology and learning. Isabella has selected Mr. Oscar Cardona, the AP World Language teacher and RHS soccer coach, as her teacher of greatest impact. Isabella states, I had Coach Cardona 2 years in a row, my sophomore and junior year. No matter what was going on in other classes or my personal life, I could always set it aside in his classroom. Not only was he a great teacher, he was someone that genuinely cared about his students. My sophomore year, I got my first car, and Coach Cardona would let me look through Facebook Marketplace for the car ads in his class, offering his advice on what would be the best fit for her. Against his advice, she bought a 2013 Nissan Altima, which later turned out to have a defective transmission. Or, as he told me, it likely would. While he did give her the I told you so speech, he went out of his way to recommend to her a mechanic that he knew might be able to help. His easygoing demeanor helped laugh off the embarrassment. When she was asked for letters of recommendation for her senior year, he was the first teacher who came to mind. And despite the fact that she asked for the letter of recommendation so late, he prioritized hers and got it done quickly, willing to go above and beyond. There are many reasons she admires him, but above all, she appreciates him making his classroom a safe haven and always meeting his students with kindness and respect. Please join me in congratulating Isabella Machado and Coach Cardona. I told you you're going to need tissues. Jeez. Next up, we have Abraham Martinez. Abraham will be attending Boston College in Boston, Massachusetts, and majoring in accounting or finance. Abraham would like to thank his parents, Veronica and Rolando Martinez, for their support, as well as his sister, Leslie Martinez, and his cousin, Flor Lemus. Being accepted into Boston College is among one of Abraham's proudest accomplishments. Reflecting on decision day, he remembers anxiously waiting with a mix of excitement and nerves, sharing the moment with his parents. Seeing confetti on the screen as he read the first words of his acceptance filled him with overwhelming joy. He realized his life had changed, and the years of dedication, along with the support of his teachers and counselors, had led to that moment. From challenging coursework to personal development and self-discovery, Abraham is excited about these new opportunities that college presents. By attending sport events, joining clubs, and getting involved in the community, he is thrilled to push himself beyond his comfort zone, to try new activities and create meaningful memories with new friends. But more importantly, Abraham sees this as a turning point, an opportunity to grow in all the areas of his life, discover new passions, and deepen the ones he already has. Abraham has selected Miss Tracy Mitchell, the RHS counselor, as his most impactful teacher. Abraham states, reflecting on my 4 years at Rogers High School, I've had the privilege of learning from many incredible teachers and staff members who have shaped my journey. However, One person in particular has always been a constant source of guidance, encouragement, and support, Mrs. Mitchell. She has supported my academic and personal development by assisting me in overcoming obstacles and celebrating successes. Her constant support has made a tangible difference in my life, and I'm beyond grateful for her role in his academic journey. Thank you, Mrs. Mitchell, for all that you have done, the work that you do at Rogers High School. It doesn't go unnoticed. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Abraham Martinez and Mrs. Mitchell. Next up, we have Andrew Porta. Andrew will be attending Rockhurst University in Kansas City, Missouri, this fall and majoring in physical therapy. Andrew would like to thank his parents, Gabe and Betsy Porta, for all of their support, as well as his brothers, Caleb and Sam, as well as his grandparents, Susan and Mike Schulte and Jana Porta. Andrew's most memorable moment at Rogers High School was winning his first state title in the 400 relay his sophomore year, and he's looking forward to running track in college. Andrew has selected Mr. Powell Bryant, the RHS reading teacher and track cross-country coach, as his teacher of impact, and would like to share a few things about Mr. Bryant.
I've known Coach Bryant since I was in middle school, and I was a part of the 6th grade run club. He has helped me grow into both the runner and person I am today, from pushing me in practice, encouraging me, and lifting me up whenever I run bad, and for helping me through all my many, many ankle injuries. He's helped me so much and in so many ways. I've not only got to travel the country to compete at national meets, I've also won multiple state titles and set multiple school records. Many things I thought would never happen when I first joined the track team. I thought I would just go out there and have fun, but thanks to his guidance and support, I've done so much, so many things I didn't think was possible. And now I have the opportunity to run at the collegiate level at Rockhurst, something I 100% never thought would happen without him. So thank you.
Next up, Olivia Sanders. Olivia will be attending Ithaca College in Ithaca, New York, majoring in theater studies. She would like to thank her parents, Rochelle and Sean Sanders, as well as Ben, Gabe, Taylor, Max, Zane, and the rest of her family for always supporting her and showing up to every show. One of Olivia's proudest accomplishments was getting chosen as the Thespian Troop President, knowing her classmates and director trusted her to take on the responsibility, which was an honor. Olivia, most excited to meet people who share her passions and continue her acting career, she selected RHS counselor Mrs. Amy Rayborn as her educator of greatest impact. Olivia states, "When I met Mrs. Rayborn freshman year, I knew instantly she would be someone I would lean on for the rest of my years in high school. Not only is she everything a counselor should be, she also has all the attributes of a perfect friend. She creates a safe space and offers up her time selflessly. She welcomes everyone into her office and opens arms and won't give up until a problem is solved or they feel better. I aspire to the kind of supporting person that she is every day. Please join me in congratulating both Olivia Sanders and Mrs. Rayburn." Oh, okay. She's in a play tonight, so she couldn't make it. But we're glad we get to honor her teacher. Next up, we have Jackson Seabolt. Jackson is attending the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, majoring in psychology. He would like to thank his mom and dad, Marilyn and Thomas Seabolt, as well as his brother and uncle, John and David, for their continuous support. Jack is most proud of when he picked up trash with the Rogers Honors Academy along with the street during a competition and got rewarded with a slushie with nerds from Sonic. He's looking forward to taste testing the cheese curds at the U of A dining hall. Jackson has selected Miss Lisa Lames, the RHS English Language Arts teacher, as his teacher of impact. Jack states, my impactful person is Miss Lames of the English and research depositions, who occasionally rotating hair color became a permanent bright fixture to start his day. She taught him how to be a better student and appreciate the value of words, as well as be passionate about literature. So much so that he made it his major. Please join me in congratulating Jackson Seabolt and Mrs. Lames. He got a slushie. That is pretty cool. And last but not least, Henry Woods. Henry will be attending Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia and majoring in business entrepreneurship. He would like to thank his mom, Nancy Woods, for all of her support throughout his life. Henry's most memorable RHS event was breaking the school record in the 800-meter relay and qualifying for the New Balance Indoor Nationals. He is most looking forward to running with the OBU guys, being able to network more, and starting fresh. Henry has selected Mr. John Rayburn, his RHS social studies teacher, as his most impactful teacher and would like to say a few words about him.
On the first day of my junior year, I walked a fifth period full from lunch, and when I got to the corner all the way to the end of the history hallway, I saw a man standing there, smiling ear to ear, shaking students' hands and giving them fist bumps. I went inside the classroom and took my seat in the front row of the third column, a dangerous, but if given the right student-teacher dynamic, could possibly be the best chair. With the 70s music blaring from his speaker, I looked over my shoulder to see a couple of my peers walk in, and the rest is history. Mr. Rayburn has a teaching style that every student dreams of. Funny, caring, smiling, random rabbit hole dives, and the occasional hooping and hollering at a student's correct answer. This teaching style seemed to pry answers out of me. I like to raise my hand more, I love to ask deeper questions, and I often did my homework for once. I can honestly say that I looked forward to fifth period every single day. The daily fist bumps and the laughs, along with the subject that I actually enjoyed, concocted the perfect class. Mr. Rayburn taught me to stay curious and always double check every source that you look at. At the end of the year, Mr. Rayburn wrote the most thoughtful yearbook note I've ever received. I thought that it was the most thoughtful thing ever. I almost cried. It was the perfect way to cap off the perfect class, and I got a 5 on the AP exam. I want to thank you, Mr. Rayburn, for making AP Gov my favorite class ever and for cultivating an environment that allows every student to succeed.
Let's give Henry Woods and Mr. John Rayburn one more round of applause. And that's the top 10 highest earning scholarship winners at the Rogers High School for the class of 2025. Let's give all 10 one more round of applause, including the Impact Educators. All right, we're moving up to the next portion, which is the military recognition. We are proud to recognize multiple students who have made the honorable decision to enlist in various branches of the United States military. These students have chosen a path of courage, service, and dedication beyond high school. Their willingness to serve our nation reflects a strong sense of purpose and pride. And their commitment to protect and uphold these values of our country deserves the deepest respect and appreciation. At this time, we would like to recognize our military inductees.
Marty Alejo Rogel. Merlina Calderon Villatoro. Tyler Doak. Peyton Gentry. Nicholas Johns. Santos Martinez. Erica Monroy. Ashley Nutt. Anastasia Fetsomfu. Ruth Rios Galicia. Cameron Saldivar. Trevor Schronk. Stetson Tiffin. Isaac Waldrop. Halen Whitley. Elizabeth Zarate.
All right, let's give our military inductees another round of applause because serving our country is an amazing public servants. But we're not done. We now take a moment to honor a truly exceptional student who is committed to serving our country through one of the most competitive and prestigious paths available to high school graduates. This student received congressional nominations to all 4 U.S. military service academies and was accepted into 3. That is a huge achievement, ladies and gentlemen. She was accepted into the United States Military Academy at West Point. She was accepted into the United States Merchant Marine Academy and the United States Air Force Academy. She received her primary nomination from our Congressman, Steve Womack, and has officially accepted her appointment to the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. I would like to call Leah Drummond to the stage, as well as her recruiter, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Lapome.
Good evening. My name is Robert Lapome, Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force. I'm honored to represent the United States Air Force, the United States Space Force, in presenting the United States Air Force Academy Certificate of Appointment. The Air Force Academy is a 4-year institution where graduates receive a commission as a second lieutenant in the Air Force or in the Space Force and receive a Bachelor's of Science degree. Fewer than 1,200 applicants are accepted out of over 10,000 who apply. The appointment equates to a full scholarship, room, board, intensive military and leadership training, and is valued at $600,000. Applicants must also receive a nomination, and Leah Drummond is Representative Steve Womack's primary nominee. On behalf of the United States Air Force Academy and the Director of Admissions, I'm honored to present Leah Drummond with an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy, class of 2029.
Getting accepted into 3 military academies is incredibly impressive. Let's give her one more round of applause. Lieutenant Colonel Lapome mentioned that the Air Force Academy also works with the Space Force, the newly created branch, so we may see Leah in space one day. Who knows? All right, moving up, we're on to the next big award, our National Merit Finalists. Next, we will celebrate the rare and prestigious academic achievement, the top 1% of academic achievers in the state of Arkansas and in the country, known as the National Merit Finalists. There are over 1.6 million students who take the PSAT each year across the United States. These students placed in the top 1%. Becoming a national merit finalist reflects years of academic dedication, high achievement, and exceptional performance on standardized testing. These students have not only earned national recognition, but many have received significant scholarship offers from universities across the country, as well as the result of this distinction itself. It is literally one of the highest honors a high school student can attain, and we put their names outside on the banner in the Commons. We are so proud of these 4 students who have earned this elite status, and we'll add their name to the banners in the Commons to continue celebrating it and encouraging others to live up to their role model. So please join me in congratulating our 4 National Merit finalists, John Harrison, Alexander Ford-Wutzke, Devin Wynn, and Jackson Seabolt. Look at these young men. Congratulations. The National Merit finalists, the top 1% in our state. Ms. Williams is passing out a new stole that we will be giving our National Merit finalists to wear upon graduation. This is a new tradition that we'll be starting, and we're excited to start it with our class of 2025. Let's give these young men a round of applause. Congratulations, John, Xander, Devin, and Jackson. Thank you all very much. I also have to highlight Devin Wynn for a second. Devin, he's the only kid besides one other in the whole district that's beat me in chess in the chess club. So, Devin, that's an accomplishment on itself. You deserve a stole just for that. Now we're moving on to our advanced placement scholars. We are in the thick of AP testing this week and next week, and AP exams are the gold standard of national college preparation and content mastery. Our advanced placement scholars have shown outstanding college-level achievement through their performance on AP exams, and these students have taken multiple rigorous courses, and they've demonstrated strong commitment to their academic success. In addition, some of our students have earned the AP Capstone, which includes AP Seminar and AP Research, along with additional AP classes. This recognition highlights students who go above and beyond in their academic pursuits and research skills. We will now proudly recognize all of our AP scholars and capstone students for their excellence, perseverance, and high academic standards.
Noah Abdullah. Magnolia Aguayo. Adrián Albarrán. Itzel Albarrán. Hayden Allen. Diego Arreaga Rojas. Cole Berry. Lila Besaw. Ainsley Biggs. Miller Bohannon. Caitlin Brady. Noah Brothers. Caleb Birch. Joseph Canzaneri. Elise Carlson. Sienna Connor. Idalí Corona. Molly Corsi. Mason Curtis. Olivia Davis. Abigail Dinan. Tyler Doak. Leah Drummonds. Peyton Engelman. Alexander Fordwitzky. Shaylee Fordwitzky. Michaela Greenlee. Tinley Harris. John Harrison. Landon Holmes. Jack Horton. Quinn England. Addison Eiton. Isabella Jones. Colin Joy. Mia Kelly. Andrew Kemp. Zachary Loing. Drew Lawrence. Nadia Lee. Daniel Lopez. Aiden Libert. Isabela Machado. Cord Market. Abraham Martinez. Erica McCormick. Emily Miller. Delaney Neal. Haley Nelson. Violet Newberry. Devin Wynn. Ashley Nutt. Morgan O'Neill. Nelly Ortiz. Emma Plumley. Andrew Porta. Tobin Potts. Lauren Powell. Aiden Pratt. Haley Prendus. Theron Rickbeal. Annalise Riley. Gianna Rivas. Hayden Rogers. Jackson Ruth. John Scudder. Jackson Siebold. Penelope Smith. Stetson Tiffin. Michael Trujillo. Dahana Twamala. Tegan Wolf. And Henry Woods.
All right, one more round of applause for our AP Scholars, many of which are still taking an AP exam this week or next. So we wish all of our AP students the best of luck. And parents, please make sure they get a good night's sleep and a breakfast because we love those AP scores. Next up, the Performing Arts and Fine Arts Scholarship Awards, recognizing students that are excelling in band, choir, orchestra, drama, and the arts. Including these students have spent years honing their skills and developing their talent, practicing their craft, and contributing to the Rogers High School community. Through their performances and creativity, they have brought joy, meaning, and expression to our campus and community. Their commitment to artistic excellence has earned them our opportunities to continue their education in college, and we are so proud of them for all that they have accomplished. So let's congratulate and recognize our Fine Arts Scholarship recipients.
Magnolia Aguayo. Lila Bisa. Ever Flores. Shaylee Ford Woodsky. Stella Hartman. Tobin Potts. Samira Greenwood. Erin Juarez.
And let's give those arts and performing arts students a round of applause. Good news, we're halfway done. All right, next up, the athletic scholarships. We now recognize our student athletes who have earned scholarships to compete at the collegiate level. These individuals have demonstrated exceptional talent, commitment, and perseverance in both their sport and academics. They have trained tirelessly, upheld high standards of teamwork and integrity, and represented Rogers High School with pride and excellence. Their dedication has not only earned them athletic honors, but also have opened the door to opportunities in higher education. Now let's recognize and celebrate our athletic scholarship recipients.
Colberry. Hudson Bowles. Caitlin Brady. Lexi Brooks. Noah Brothers. Joseph Canzaneri. Mason Curtis. Taylon Jackson. Aiden Linson. Luis Lopez. Anthony Oliveira. Andrew Porta. Aiden Pratt. John Scudder. Brooks Tomlinson. Dahana Twamala. Brooklyn Weaver. Bo Williams. And Henry Woods.
All right, let's give it one more round of applause for our athletic scholarship recipients. All right, next up, we're moving down to the CTE Completer certifications. CTE is our career technical education students. These students have demonstrated dedication and skill in specialized career pathways. These students are now and will be the next CEOs and the experts in their industries. So just to give you an idea, the CTE Completer, that means the student has passed and completed 3 levels of courses in the same program of study. An NWA or Northwest Arkansas Regional Student CT Honor is a student that completes not only the completer, but has maintained at least a 3.0 GPA in all CTE courses and are active members in their corresponding career and technical student organizations, such as FBLA, FFA, FCCLA, DECA, Skills USA, TSA, HOSA, and the Pre-Educator program. These students have embraced hands-on learning and are emerging ready to lead in their future careers. Please welcome to the stage as we recognize and celebrate these CTE Completer certificates.
Melissa Armenta Salazar. Riley Bowen. Benjamin Burks. Isabella Camp. Olivia Dinnan. Andreas Fernandez Jr. Addison Frazier. Jackson Harrell. Duncan Harrington. Zachary Hardy. Jennifer Hernandez. Wendy Hernandez. Leslie Herrera. Molly Hicks. Landon Holmes. Mason Humphrey. Quinn Ingling. Judith Jimenez Serrano. Nathaniel Jones. Zachary Lawing. Jimmy Manjares. Sarai Matute. Landon Mays. Violet Newberry. Samantha Olden. Nellie Ortiz. Alexis Padilla Galindo. Alexandra Perez Vega. Edson Perez. Angel Santillan. Sydney Stuffelbeam. Dahana Tuomola. Andrea Valle. Madeline Weens. And Bo Williams.
Let's give these future business leaders a round of applause. Our CTE completers. So you've seen we have excellence in enrollment, going to college, top college universities, in enlistment, going to top military academies or into the military service, and in the employment industry. Next, our next group of honorees comes from the National Spanish Honor Society. These students have demonstrated outstanding achievement in the Spanish language and a commitment to cultural understanding and academic excellence. To become a member of the Sociedad Honoría Hispanica chapter, students must currently be enrolled in an advanced Spanish class, with the exception of a former AP Spanish students. They can be a sophomore, junior, or senior enrolled in Spanish 3, 4, an AP, or a CNS 3, and have a cumulative Spanish average of 3-point GPA with an overall GPA of a 3.0. Let's recognize our National Spanish Honor Society recipients.
Aranza Alvarado González. Sienna Connor. Idalí Corona. Shaylee Ford Woodsky. Ana Galindo. Michaela Greenlee. Leslie Herrera. Addison Eiton. Isabella Jones. Abraham Martinez. Giovanna Martinez. Bridget Mota Corona. Emily Perea Ballesteros. Camila Roldán. Natalie Tenas Cruz.
Let's give it up for our Spanish Honor Society. Next up, the National Honor Society, NHS. We recognize these students because it's a national organization that recognizes our outstanding high school students who excelled in the 4 pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Members of the NHS must maintain a GPA of 3.5 or better, hold leadership positions of responsibility, maintain an immaculate disciplinary record, and continuously work to better their school and community through volunteerism and service. These students reflect the high academic integrity and commitment to servant leadership that we value here at Rogers High School, and they represent the very best of our school community. Let's recognize now our National Honor Society members.
Noah Abdullah. Olivia Adams. Brooklyn Agnew. Magnolia Aguayo. Adrian Albaran. Itzel Albaran. Hayden Allen. Aranza Alvarado Gonzalez. Dana Amador. Benson Ashley. Evelyn Baker. Cole Berry. Ainsley Biggs. Miller Bohannon. Gabriel Bradshaw. Caitlin Brady. Belen Bravo Ruda. Lexi Brooks. Noah Brothers. Douglas Calderon Monterosa. Ethan Callahan. Elise Carlson. Sienna Connor. Idali Corona. Molly Kersey. Olivia Davis. Abigail Dinnan. Leah Drummonds. Alexander Fordwoodsky. Shaylee Fordwoodsky. Ana Galindo. Yaneli Gonzalez. Michaela Greenlee. Tinley Harris. John Harrison. Lydia Hill. Mason Hill. Mason Humphrey. Alyssa Huerta. Quinn Engling. Addison Eiton. Isabella Jones. Nathaniel Jones. Colin Joy. Mia Kelly. Kylie Kelly. Zachary Line. Drew Lawrence. Nadia Lee. Leslie Lozada Gonzalez. Aiden Libert. Isabella Machado. Abraham Martinez. Giovanna Martinez. Sadie McConnell. Erica McCormick. Caitlin Metcalf. Leighton Metcalf. Jacob Milbrot. Emily Miller. Samuel Miramontes. Ariana Morales. Delaney Neal. Hallie Nelson. Violet Newberry. Devin Wynn. Ashley Nutt. Morgan O'Neill. Emily Perea Ballesteros. Alexandra Perez Vega. Emma Plumley. Andrew Porta. Tobin Potts. Lauren Powell. Haley Prindus. Annalise Riley. Jana Rivas. Crystal Rodriguez. John Scudder. Jackson Seabolt. Alana Sancthaforn. Peyton Smith. Sybil Solis. Sydney Stuffelbeam. Daira Trejo Garcia. Michael Trujillo. Dahana Tuamala. Regina Valverde. Brianna Vargas Herrera. Andrea Vidal Nieto. Caitlin White. Lainey White. Madeline Weens. Jade Wilkinson. Christian Wolf. Tegan Wolf.
And that is the National Honor Society students. Let's give them a round of applause. That really is a big deal, and you can see we have all of these kids up there. Next up, we have the National Honor Society of Dance Arts. These students are recognized because they have a GPA of 3 or higher, and they've demonstrated leadership and active involvement in the dance program at Rogers High School. They have to earn at least 30 points through dance-related activities. Those activities include classes, rehearsals, performances, research, and community service. Their dedication to both the art of dance and academic success is a reflection of their passion, discipline, and commitment. Talent is both innate and acquired, and these students have developed their craft over several years of hard work and patience and practice. Please join me in welcoming and honoring and celebrating our National Honor Society of the Dance Arts.
Jamie Flores. Jennifer Hernandez. Elena Perez. Alia Rodriguez. Lisbeth Salas Hernandez.
And one more time for the National Honor Society of our Dance Arts. I feel like the students previously rated the prop costume. They had a lot of cowboy hats. They were making fun of me with my Ravenclaw socks, and I was like, I want one of those cowboy hats. Next up, we have the ECE, the Associate's Degree Recipients. Through a partnership with the Rogers High School and the Rogers Public Schools, as well as the Northwest Arkansas Community College, NWAC, a group of students have earned their associate's degree through early college experience. This program allows for students to earn up to 60 college credit hours, meeting the eligibility requirements that include a 3-point GPA, qualifying test scores, and an application process. They earn degrees in associate arts, science, teaching, business administration, or business general transfer. We commend these students for their academic focus and preparation for continued success at the next 4-year universities and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, they earned an associate's degree in high school. Let's honor and recognize these associate degree recipients.
Lexi Brooks. Kyler Brown. Harmony Kanthak. Allison Kerr. Nadia Lee. Aiden Linson. Caitlin Metcalf. Ruth Rios Galicia. Cristal Rodriguez. Cesar Serrano. Sybil Solis. Daira Trejo Garcia. Brianna Vargas Herrera.
Let's give it up for these honors and college graduates, associate degree winners. We now celebrate our graduates of promise. These are students who have compiled a portfolio of their best work and experiences from high school. This portfolio helps to demonstrate that these students have taken opportunities to become well-rounded scholars, individuals, and members of our community. In order to earn a Graduate of Promise status, these seniors had to validate their work by a teacher, deliver a senior presentation, and complete the requirements of each of the 8 credentialed areas that include literacy, communication skills, community service, content knowledge, career and college exploration, employability skills, reasoning and thinking skills, and technology. Now let's celebrate and recognize our Graduates of Promise.
Noah Abdullah. Hayden Allen. Dana Amador. Evelyn Baker. Miller Bohannon. Lexi Brooks. Abigail Dinan. Olivia Dinan. Leah Drummond. Alexander Ford Woodsky. Shaylee Ford Woodsky. Tinley Harris. Leslie Herrera. Mason Humpner. Addison Eiton. Nathaniel Jones. Mia Kelly. Zachary Long. Drew Lawrence. Abraham Martinez. Sadie McConnell. Emily Miller. Delaney Neal. Emma Plumley. Ava Roth. John Scudder. Sydney Stufflebeam. Dahana Tomala. Madeline Wines. Tegan Wolf. Brianna Vargas Herrera.
And those are our graduates of promise. You can tell they're excited. They're wearing their bling as they come across the stage. So when you see them next Friday night at graduation, remember all of these hard work, dedication, and perseverance that they had to get this bling. Next up, we're at the Journalism Award. We recognize our exceptional students in journalism who have shown talent and dedication in telling the stories of our high school community. To be recognized, students must be enrolled in a journalism class for at least 2 years, maintain good academic standing, and meet one of the following: hold an editor position, win a contest award, attend 2 workshops, or complete an internship in journalism. Congratulations to these students and their commitment and contributions to our school's voice and storytelling.
Leslie Calderon. Madeline Guy. Judith Jimenez Serrano. Adlemi Perez. Ashlyn Perron. Anastasia Fetsamfu. Catherine Plant. Annalise Riley. Alexa Soccaro. Jaime Vasquez Batista.
Pause. There we go. Oh, I lost my mic. I was like, they cut me off already. Next up, we have several honors distinctions to announce. These students are graduating with honors, high honors, or distinguished honors. These recognitions reflect not only academic excellence, but also the commitment to a well-rounded education. The honors distinction are awarded to students with a GPA of 3.3 and 3.7499. That's good math. Completion of 2 years of the same foreign language and at least 2 AP courses. Let's now recognize our students of honors distinction.
Olivia Adams. Brooklyn Agnew. Itzel Albaran. Marty Alejo Rogel. Aranza Alvarado Gonzalez. Dana Amador. Benson Ashley. Evelyn Baker. Jaretzi Balderas. Caleb Birch. Merlinda Calderon Villatoro. Derek Camacho. Joseph Canzoneri. Idali Corona. Cameron Cunningham. Mason Curtis. Dylan DeBose Lawton. Olivia Dinnan. Peyton Engelman. Arturo Estrada Reyes. Ever Flores. Addison Frazier. Ana Galindo. Lillian Hamilton. Jackson Harrell. Stella Hartman. Leslie Herrera. Lydia Hill. Mason Hill. Landon Holmes. Mason Humpner. Alyssa Huerta. Taylon Jackson. Aaron Juarez. Harmony Kanthak. Allison Kerr. Flor Lemus Calderon. Briannis Lemus. Leslie Losada Gonzalez. Jaylee Mancia. Santos Martinez. Sarai Matute. Olivia McCarty. Samuel Miramontes. Erica Monroy. Ariana Morales. Victor Morales. Bridget Mota Corona. Samantha Olden. Nellie Ortiz. Emily Parea Ballesteros. Ashlyn Pedron. Catherine Plant. Aiden Pratt. Svetlana Rangel. Annalise Riley. Ruth Rios Galicia. Elizabeth Salas Hernandez. Yaritza Sanchez Jimenez. Ava Sears. Guadalupe Sarato. Peyton Smith. Natalie Tenes Cruz. Brooks Tomlinson. Daira Trejo Garcia. Andrea Valle. Regina Valverde. Isabel Vanston. Andrea Vidal Nieto. Alexia Wade. James Watts. Brooklyn Weaver. Madeline Weaver. Caitlin White. Halen Whitley. Bo Williams. Madeline Wooten.
All right, next up we have the High Honors Distinction, which are awarded to students with a GPA between 3.75 and 3.99999, repeating. They must have 2 years of foreign language and complete 4 AP courses. Let's recognize and celebrate these students with High Honors Distinction.
Magnolia Aguayo. Lila Besaw. Lexi Brooks. Ethan Callahan. Molly Corsi. Savannah Crimmins. Abigail Denon. Tyler Dope. Isaac Friend. Yaneli Gonzalez. Chandler Hayes. Nathaniel Jones. Colin Joy. Kylie Kelly. Nadia Lee. Stephen Mancilla. Cord Market. Giovanna Martinez. Sadie McConnell. Leighton Metcalf. Anthony Olivera. Alexandra Perez Vega. Theron Rickfield. Gianna Rivas. Diego Rodríguez. Camila Roldán. César Serrano. Stetson Tiffin. Dahana Tomala. Lainey White. Jade Wilkinson. Christian Wolf. Tegan Wolf. Henry Woods.
And our distinguished honors graduates, or students with a GPA of 4 or higher, completed 2 years of the same foreign language and at least 5 AP courses. Let's congratulate and recognize all of these high distinguished honors recipients.
Noah Abdullah. Adrian Albaran. Hayden Allen. Diego Arriaga Rojas. Cole Berry. Ainsley Biggs. Miller Bohannon. Caitlin Brady. Noah Brothers. Kyler Brown. Elise Carlson. Sienna Connor. Olivia Davis. Leah Drummonds. Alexander Fordwitsky. Shaylee Fordwitsky. Michaela Greenlee. Tinley Harris. John Harrison. Jack Horton. Quinn Engling. Addison Eiton. Isabella Jones. Mia Kelly. Andrew Kemp. Zachary Lawing. Drew Lawrence. Aiden Linson. Aiden Libert. Isabella Machado. Abraham Martinez. Erica McCormick. Caitlin Metcalf. Emily Miller. Delaney Neal. Hallie Nelson. Violet Newberry. Devin Wynn. Ashley Nutt. Morgan O'Neill. Emma Plumley. Andrew Porta. Tubin Potts. Lauren Powell. Haley Prindis. Crystal Rodriguez. Hayden Rogers. Jackson Ruth. John Scudder. Jackson Seabolt. Alana Sancthavorn. Penelope Smith. Sybil Solis. Michael Trujillo.
All right, and that were all of our honors distinguished graduates. One more round of applause for all of those kids. Exceptional GPA, AP, and foreign language. This next awards that we want to recognize is very near and dear to me. It's the Rogers Honors Academy. We recognize these RHA students because they've pursued rigorous coursework and demonstrated a strong commitment to academic excellence, leadership, and service. They were required to apply to 2 top colleges or universities in the country, maintain at least a 3.7 GPA throughout their high school journey, as well as attend volunteer services, start clubs, and leadership opportunities. The Rogers Honors Academy is the premier gold standard for exceptional elite college preparation, college and career preparation. So at this time, I'm very proud to introduce the class of 2025 RHA graduates. Sure.
Noah Abdullah. Magnolia Aguayo. Adrian Albaran. Itzel Albaran. Hayden Allen. Diego Arriaga Rojas. Evelyn Baker. Cole Berry. Ainsley Biggs. Miller Bohannon. Caitlin Brady. Leslie Brooks. Noah Brothers. Kyler Brown. Caleb Birch. Elise Carlson. Sienna Connor. Olivia Davis. Dylan DeBose Lawton. Abigail Dinnan. Olivia Dinnan. Tyler Doak. Leah Drummonds. Alexander Fordwitzky. Shaylee Fordwitzky. Addison Frazier. Isaac Friend. Michaela Greenlee. Lillian Hamilton. Tinley Harris. John Harrison. Chandler Hayes. Jack Horton. Quinn Engling. Addison Eiton. Taylor Jackson. Isabella Jones. Colin Joy. Harmony Kanthek. Mia Kelly. Andrew Kemp. Zachary Lawing. Drew Lawrence. Nadia Lee. Aiden Linson. Aiden Libert. Isabella Machado. Abraham Martinez. Sadie McConnell. Erica McCormick. Caitlin Metcalf. Leighton Metcalf. Emily Miller. Delaney Neal. Hallie Nelson. Violet Newberry. Devin Wynn. Ashley Nutt. Morgan O'Neill. Anthony Oliveira. Alexandra Perez Vega. Emma Plumley. Andrew Porta. Tobin Potts. Lauren Powell. Haley Prindis. Crystal Rodriguez. Diego Rodriguez. Hayden Rogers. Elizabeth Salas Hernandez. John Scudder. Jackson Seabolt. Alana Sancthavorn. Peyton Smith. Penelope Smith. Sybil Solis. Stetson Tiffin. Shay Tritchell. Michael Trujillo. Dahana Twamala. Brianna Vargas Herrera. Andrea Vidal Nieto. Jade Wilkinson. Tegan Wolf. Henry Woods.
Let's give it up for the Rogers Honors Academy. I did see Morgan O'Neill. When I first met Morgan, she's a senior, class of 2025, on an RHA trip. when we took kids to our nation's capital. We toured Washington, D.C. She was on that trip with us on an RHA trip, touring American, Georgetown, and a few other colleges. I'm proud to say, Morgan, where are you, Morgan? Maybe she's outside. Anyway, Morgan got accepted to the University of Michigan, and as a result of our D.C. trip, went and got accepted into Georgetown. So let's give Morgan O'Neill a round of applause. We're very proud of Morgan and all of our RHA students. Next up, we want to recognize our Seal of Biliteracy and Global Seal of Biliteracy, which recognizes students who have attained proficiency in 2 or more languages. To earn the Arkansas Seal of Biliteracy, students must be in high school and demonstrate proficiency in English and a second language by scoring an average of intermediate mid in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The Global Seal of Biliteracy is awarded based on demonstrated language proficiency in at least 3 levels: functional, working, and professional fluency. These certificates recognize students who meet high standards in both English and another language. These students are building bridges between cultures and preparing to thrive in our global society. Let's please recognize and award our Seal of Biliteracy and Global Seal of Biliteracy winners.
Magnolia Aguayo. Aranza Alvarado González. Dana Amador. Diego Arriaga Rojas. Yaretsi Valderas. Giselle Caldera. Douglas Calderón Monterrosa. Derek Camacho. Sienna Connor. Idalí Corona. Arturo Estrada Reyes. Alexander Ford Woodsky. Shaylee Ford Woodsky. Lorena Galán López. Ana Galindo. John Harrison. Wendy Hernández. Leslie Herrera. Jack Horton. Addison Eiton. Jack Horton. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is Judith Jimenez Serrano. Aaron Juarez. Rubí Leaño Salas. Brianis Lemus. Daniel López. Luis López. Abraham Martínez. Giovanna Martínez. Valerie Martínez. Erika Monroy. Bridget Mota Corona. Morgan O'Neill. Nelly Ortiz. Alexis Padilla Galindo. Emily Perea Ballesteros. Svetlana Rangel. Ruth Rios Galicia. Gianna Rivas. Cristal Rodríguez. Diego Rodríguez. Camila Roldán. Luis Salinas. Yaritza Sanchez Jimenez. Jackson Siebold. Guadalupe Cerrato. Citlali Soto Sánchez. Michael Trujillo. Andrea Valle. Isabel Vanston. Brianna Vargas Herrera. Alexandra Pérez Vega.
And these are our biliteracy seal of award winners. Let's give it up for one more time for our bilingual students. And next up, we have our math award winners, which is the Mu Alpha Theta. Mu Alpha Theta students are recognized nationally in the Mathematics Honor Society. To be eligible, students must have a 3-point GPA in their math classes, and once they're admitted, they are required to maintain their GPA and serve as tutors in math classes each semester. These students have excelled in mathematics and demonstrated a passion for problem solving, logic, critical thinking, as well as a commitment to supporting their peers academically. Now we will recognize our Mu Alpha Theta award winners.
Olivia Adams. Brooklyn Agnew. Adrian Albarran. Hayden Allen. Benson Ashley. Cole Berry. Lila Besaw. Ainsley Biggs. Miller Bohannon. Caitlin Brady. Lexi Brooks. Noah Brothers. Kyler Brown. Derek Camacho. Joseph Canzaneri. Elise Carlson. Sienna Connor. Molly Corsi. Mason Curtis. Olivia Davis. Dylan DeBose Lawton. Abigail Dinan. Alexander Ford Woodsky. Shaylee Ford Woodsky. Addison Frazier. Isaac Friend. Michaela Greenlee. Tinley Harris. John Harrison. Chandler Hayes. Leslie Herrera. Jack Horton. Mason Humpner. Addison Eiton. Isabella Jones. Nathaniel Jones. Colin Joy. Mia Kelly. Andrew Kemp. Zachary Lawing. Drew Lawrence. Nadia Lee. Flor Lemus Calderón. Isabela Machado. Jaylee Mancia. Cord Market. Abraham Martinez. Erica McCormick. Leighton Metcalf. Emily Miller. Erika Monroy. Ariana Morales. Maddox Morris. Delaney Neal. Haley Nelson. Violet Newberry. Devin Nguyen. Ashley Nutt. Morgan O'Neill. Emily Perea Ballesteros. Alexandra Perez Vega. Catherine Plant. Emma Plumley. Andrew Porta. Tobin Potts. Lauren Powell. Haley Prendas. Ashton Prinzen. Ruth Rios Galicia. Gianna Rivas. Cristal Rodriguez. Hayden Rogers. Camila Roldan. Jackson Ruth. John Scudder. Jackson Siebolt. Penelope Smith. Sibel Solis. Brooks Tomlinson. Shea Tritchell. Michael Trujillo. Dahana Tomala. Isabel Vanston. Caitlin White. Lainey White. Jade Wilkinson. Bo Williams. Christian Wolf. Madeline Wooten.
All right, those were the math Mu Alpha Theta winners. Let's give it up for our math tutors and high honors. Are y'all tired of clapping yet? All right, we're almost done. But before we do, we have the Chamber Awards. The Chamber Awards recognize the Rogers High School students who have maintained a minimum 3.5 GPA and are presented on the number of years they've been in the program. So either 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. The Chamber Awards, the Rogers Lowell Chamber Awards, recognize the Rogers High School students who have maintained a 3.5 GPA, presented based on the number of years in the program, but year 1 recipients get a certificate, year 2 will receive a pin, and year 3 recipients a paperweight. With that time, we are now going to recognize our years 1, 2, and 3 Chamber Award winners.
Year 1, Belen Bravo Ruda. Merlina Calderon Villatoro. Raisha Chambers. Savannah Crimmins. Ever Flores. Yaneli Gonzalez. Stella Hartman. Leslie Herrera. Landon Holmes. Brianna Lemus. Okay. Samantha Olden. Nellie Ortiz. Elena Perez. Guadalupe Serrato. Natalie Tennis Cruz. James Watts. Halen Whitley. Maya Williams. Christian Wolf. Year 2, Aranza Alvarado Gonzalez. Dana Amador. Jaretzi Balderas. Mackenzie Brady. Douglas Calderon Monterosa. Derek Camacho. Cameron Cunningham. Mason Curtis. Arturo Estrada Reyes. Mason Hill. Leslie Lozada Gonzalez. Stephen Mancia. Bridget Mota Corona. Ashley Perron. Jana Rivas. Cesar Serrano. Alexa Socaro. Madeline Weaver. Lainey White. Year 3. Year 3. Noah Abdullah. Olivia Adams. Brooklyn Agnew. Magnolia Aguayo. Adrian Albaran. Itzel Albaran. Marty Alejo Rogel. Hayden Allen. Christopher Alvarez. Diego Alvarez. Diego Arriaga Rojas. Benson Ashley. Andrew Backlig. Evelyn Baker. Cole Berry. Lila Besaw. Ainsley Biggs. Miller Bohannon. Caitlin Brady. Lexi Brooks. Noah Brothers. Kyler Brown. Caleb Birch. Benjamin Burks. Ethan Callahan. Isabella Camp. Joseph Canzaneri. Elise Carlson. Sienna Connor. Ariana Cordero. Idali Corona. Molly Kersey. Olivia Davis. Dylan DeBose Lawton. Abigail Deenan. Tyler Doak. Leah Drummonds. Alexander Fordwitzky. Shaylee Fordwitzky. Addison Frazier. Isaac Friend. Anna Galindo. Michaela Greenlee. Lillian Hamilton. Jackson Harrell. Tinley Harris. John Harrison. Chandler Hayes. Lydia Hill. Jackson Horton. Alyssa Huerta. Quinn Engling. Addison Eiton. Taylon Jackson. Nicholas Johns. Isabella Jones. Nathaniel Jones. Colin Joy. Mia Kelly. Kylie Kelly. Andrew Kemp. Zachary Line. Drew Lawrence. Nadia Lee. Flor Lemus Calderon. Aiden Linson. Luis Lopez. Drennan Lum. Aiden Libert. Isabella Machado. Jaylee Mancia. Cord Marcotte. Abraham Martinez. Giovanna Martinez. Olivia McCarty. Sadie McConnell. Erica McCormick. Caitlin Metcalf. Leighton Metcalf. Jacob Milbrot. Emily Miller. Samuel Miramontes. Erica Monroy. Ariana Morales. Victor Morales. Abigail Nachigal. Delaney Neal. Holly Nelson. Violet Newberry. Devin Wynn. Gael Nova Bautista. Ashley Nutt. Morgan O'Neill. Anthony Oliveira. Sophia Perel. Emily Perea Ballesteros. Alexandra Perez Vega. Anastasia Fetsomfu. Catherine Plant. Emma Plumley. Andrew Porta. Tobin Potts. Lauren Powell. Aiden Pratt. Haley Prindis. Theron Rickbeal. Annalise Riley. Ruth Rios Galicia. Aliyah Rodriguez. Crystal Rodriguez. Diego Rodriguez. Hayden Rogers. Camilla Roldan. Jackson Ruth. Raiden Sadler. Lisbeth Salas Hernandez. John Scudder. Jackson Seabolt. Ava Sears. Alana Sangvaform. Peyton Smith. Penelope Smith. Sibel Solis. Sydney Stuffelbeam. Stetson Tiffin. Shay Tritchell. Michael Trujillo. Dahana Twamala. Andrea Valle. Andrea Valle. Regina Valverde. Isabel Vanston. Andrea Vidal Nieto. Alexia Wade. Brooklyn Weaver. Caitlin White. Madeline Weens. Jade Wilkinson. Bo Williams. Henry Woods. And Madeline Wooten.
All right, we did it. I want to celebrate and recognize Ross Phillips. We have one more, Wilkinson. Oh, we have one more? Jade Wilkinson. Let's give it up for Jade. We don't know how that happened, but she got one. Congratulations. Let's give it up for Ross Phillips with the Rogers Lowell Chamber. We really appreciate our partnership with the Rogers Lowell Chamber of Commerce and their continued support for our students and our future success. All right, we're almost done. But before we do, can we give one big round of applause for our Rogers High School administrators, Ms. Williams, Ms. Tice, Mr. Hoofren, Ms. Reynolds, Ms. Raymond. We have the best administrators in the state of Arkansas. Tonight, we have celebrated an incredible group of students whose accomplishments span academics, the arts, athletics, leadership, and military service. Most importantly, though, they're our kids, and we are so proud to celebrate them and all their honorees and all their accolades today. Their achievements are impressive, but their character, their perseverance, and their heart is what truly sets them apart. That's what we're most going to remember about the class of 2025. Thank you to the families, the teachers, the counselors, and the staff who have supported these students all along the way. Before we officially close and start opening up for refreshments, can we give our readers a round of applause because they read all of our kids' names today. Great job, ladies. Families, we are super excited and thrilled to celebrate your students. We have refreshments. You can take photos. You can view our senior art showcase, which is on display in the entrance hall when you walked in the auditorium. What really is going to distinguish this from any other class is that the class of 2025 is one of the largest classes in history. It's all downhill after this for birth rates, but we are so proud of your kids. Can we give our parents a round of applause for all of your work and perseverance sticking through this award show? We welcome you. Thank you for coming tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening.